The town of Mai Mahiu in Nakuru County in central Kenya is the epicenter of deadly flash floods that have killed dozens so far. It started when a river tunnel under a railway embankment in a neighboring county was blocked by debris and became heavily flooded. And when pressure built up following heavy rains, the water forced its way out and swept away entire neighborhoods. For many people who used to call this place home, the scale of the devastation and destruction is hard to comprehend. All that they had worked for and built are now under the rubble, with some of their belongings scattered across the ruins. The pain of losing their loved ones and neighbors is clear for all to see, and the search for those still missing goes on.
When I opened the dining room door, the water gushed in and into the kitchen. That is how I got out of the house. My husband was forced back into the house by the water, and by that time, the house had already started coming down. He managed to quickly maneuver and get out. My daughters who were in the next room were swept out by the force of the water.
At a nearby hospital, medical staff attend to flood survivors who say the tragedy was made worse by the fact that it happened at night when most people were asleep. Many are glad and grateful to be alive, but they are still in distress as they don't yet know the fate of those still missing.
My last-born daughter, who was holding onto my back while we were in the water, was begging me not to leave her. I reassured her and asked her to hold onto the nearby floating debris. Unfortunately, she's gone now. My eldest daughter is in hospital at Mai Mahiu, but the rest...
My wife and I were asleep, and so were the children. My wife abruptly woke up after she heard a loud bang. She got out of the bed and rushed to go find out what was happening, and I followed her. The raging water came from behind the house. It sounded like a bomb. Immediately, the water swept us away. I regained consciousness in the morning, naked and on top of an uprooted tree log.
Despite an ongoing nationwide doctors' strike, medics at nearby health facilities rushed in to treat the injured.
The doctors responded and were able to come in time and be able to handle the cases that we had. You can see an empty casualty, and this has gone on from almost 2 p.m.
At least 46 people lost their lives in the disaster and 73 others were injured, but many more are still unaccounted for. The Kenya Red Cross Tracing Desk estimates that about 76 people are still missing. Caroline B., CGTN.